I didn't know this was going to be like a recorded thing, but I assume it's being recorded.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, if I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to pretend like I have to get off the phone for a moment.
There you go.
It'll be like a fake.
Ever threats made between, like, in your rocky relationships or whatever whatever was going on?
What do you mean, like a threat?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Tough Topic. My name is Brittany. I hope everyone is enjoying their day. So for those of you who have been following the Micah Miller case, or if you've just been following me, then you already know that there is so much more to this story. So someone who did play a big role in Micah's death is her pastor husband, John Paul Miller. Although John Paul denies any involvement, he's been pretty open about the struggles Micah faced mentally, including her being bipolar. But months after different media outlets trying to get an interview with him, he agrees to do an over-the-phone interview with a creator from TikTok named Flo. Considering this interview is behind a paywall, I will not share it here because for obvious reasons, from a creator to another, you just don't do that. That's like taking money out of his pocket, and also it's just morally wrong. However, I will share what my takeaways are from the interview and we can discuss from there. Now, why JP decided to be interviewed by a TikTok blogger instead of a large media outlet like News Nation or Law and Crime, to me is pretty simple. He wants the opportunity to control the narrative and not be called out on his lies. So right off bat, I will say that JP owned up to absolutely nothing and took no accountability for the parts that he played. So I'm going to start with the relevant questions, which is the released nude photo that he posted to Facebook.
In it, he's apologizing for a series of things, and one of them is a photo that was produced on the internet. It was topless of her. We're not going to show that here, of course, but in the apology, he says, "I'm sorry for putting a picture of you on the internet. It was for less than 1 hour and immediately taken down. I was hurt that you were telling everyone horrible, intimate details of my past sin, and I just wanted to try and hurt you. Please forgive me. It was evil of me to do that."
Although we do have the footage of him threatening for the photo to be posted online, and Micah is in the background saying, "Okay, you'll go to jail," he denies it ever happened, even claiming that the email that he sent apologizing to News Nation correspondent, it was forced by Micah because she told him that if he did it, she would actually take her medication. Now, that doesn't even make sense to me at all. But JP also says that he has not shared the 350 pieces of proof or evidence yet because of the ongoing case, but his attorneys have it. So you remember he went on one of the platforms, True Crime Re, and stated that he has so much proof and evidence that he is not responsible and he will expose who is responsible for her death. He has not done that yet. So yet again, something else that was just an example of JP blowing smoke up our butts. He says that Micah has always tried to take her own life and says that some days at random she would tell him that it was her time to die. He also states that that wasn't the first time that Micah purchased a firearm from the pawn shop. And speaking of pawn shop, he did say that he's not seen the footage at its entirety of the pawn shop, like in depth. I wonder why. But JP also claims that Micah tried to drug him with CBD, and Susie, we all know Susie, right? She came over to check on him after Micah called her. Now, that's the first time I've ever heard him say that she has attempted to harm him. So it's almost like his story of her attempts to harm herself wasn't shocking enough to the public, so now he has to go a bit further so she could be portrayed as some sort of psycho. None of what I've seen shows that as Micah's character at all. I mean, not even just going by what her family is saying her character is. It's just all the unseen footage doesn't show that she's some psycho. It just shows that she's someone in a very toxic marriage and trying hard to escape without judgment or dishonoring God. JP says in the interview that Micah struggled a lot, but he did not contribute to those struggles. Most of his defense was Micah's issues came from refusing to take her medication. So this entire interview was nothing new that JP hasn't already said before, of course, other than her attempting to harm him. In my opinion, he would be better off saving people trouble and doing his own like home video with explanations like he has been doing, because I don't think he's ever going to take any accountability for anything. But if you have thoughts on this, please share it below. If you have already seen the entire interview, great. Share below your thoughts. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And let's not miss the main reason what this is for. It's for justice for Micah. It's not for anything else. So don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss out. Bye for now.